Yeah, I was also talking about this.
Kendrick Lamar
How one bad joke shattered a comedian's ego.
Kendrick Lamar delivered one line on his recent album that sent comedian Andrew Schultz on an all-out crusade to expose Kendrick for being a hypocritical liar that panders to...
I feel like I've seen Andrew Schultz face before, but I don't think I've ever actually heard any
social justice warriors for money and status. However, the more Andrew attempted to attack Kendrick, he just dug himself a deeper hole that he is struggling to climb out of. It all started in July of 2024 when Andrew hosted the UK podcast duo Shits and Gigs, whose real names are James and Fuhad. The pair are known to share their
Fuhad is a black ass name. I'm not gonna lie. Like, no, not even black. What type of name is Fuhad? Is that like? I feel like that's it's either black. It's either like African or Arab. I'm guessing like he's Fuhad. If he's Fuhad, it's African. If he's Fuhad, it's Arabic.
Filtered opinions on Islam, friendship, and relationships. And although those were large talking points throughout this pod, Andrew kept obnoxiously forcing race into his questions or topics.
Are there black people in the UK that are just black people?
I don't know anyone who's ever known a god.
Facts.
Ever.
No idea.
What?
So that's like, you're asking the wrong guys. Like, that's the whitest shit.
Do they have black ones? Black people love the front like they don't love America, and the second they leave, they be complaining about where the f they go.
A topic called the Black Girlfriend Effect was brought up and sparked a much larger discussion online, and even Kendrick Lamar chimed in.
What is the Black Girlfriend Effect?
This is
you
don't know about
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got a buzz cut, like clean shape up, glows up, bro.
Yeah, I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed around this black girl complaining about shit all the time.
That's crazy.
Why they gotta shave their hair.
I'm not gonna lie, that's low-key ridiculous. That's low-key ridiculous. That's low-key ridiculous. Okay. The joke was cool. It wasn't. It's not like that joke's not crazy. It was just like it's not doing nothing for me. If any like it's not doing nothing for me. Like, it wasn't a terrible joke.
Bro.
You think?
Protective. Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
I'm not gonna lie, you could look at them and like you could tell they low key fuck with snow bunnies. I'm not lying. Like,
yeah. Oh really?
If it's snowing, they going, bro. If it's snowing, they're going, bro. That's basically what they're saying.
Kendrick fans,
It's very clear that James and Fuhad's description of the Black Girlfriend Effect was to discuss white guys going through a positive transformation due to them settling down with a black woman. But they didn't make this up out of thin air. There was a trend recently on TikTok where white guys showed their transformations, such as elevating their fashion sense, growing out their facial hair, working out, or investing in self-care in general as a result of dating a black woman. It was a whole.
I'm not gonna lie, that is real, bro. Like, you see like some Asian nigga, he'll be like some, I don't even know, like some anime loving, K-pop type of nigga. Like, you know how K-pop stars look. Asian nigga look like that. He fuck with a black bitch. Nigga got a buzz cut, tats, might be wearing a few chains and shit. Like, it's, bro. When other races get a black girlfriend, bro, they gon' change, bro.
And to highlight black women, inspiring their partners to be better versions of themselves. And in an attempt to be funny, Andrew decided to take the low road of leaning into tired old stereotypes of black women being mean, angry, and physically aggressive towards their partners. Now, Andrew's audience is very much used to him making jokes about other races and ethnicities, whether it be in his stand-up act or on his podcast.
Is that yours right there, bro? Latina? Okay. You gotta be careful with her. You on birth control?
Oh shit. That's a little crazy.
Maybe not. Nah, you need certified yes from them, okay? Don't f with that pull-out method with Latinas. You come on a Latin girl.
Nah, that's real.
Just opens up.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Why? Like, it's always the like Latinos and like Hispanic family that be having like fucking 10 fucking kids, all of them living in the same house, they all 10 fit in the V. Like, them niggas just be gross. Like, them niggas be really fucking.
In there, dog. You gotta come on her back. That's why they call them wetbacks.
That's wow. Okay, that's that joke was definitely something.
Mexican right there. Only a Mexican could whistle like a bluebird.
No oil money, and you're in the Middle East? Israeli? Oh, they don't have any oil. That's the one bad investment Jews have made.
Therefore, he didn't receive much backlash initially.
I'm about to see if my medication's in there.
Huh?
See if my medication's in the mailbox.
It's cold.
So you want me to go check it?
Alright, this is.
Boy.
Yo, bro. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's so terrible.
It's cops, you ain't never put none down. You ain't having.
Yeah, nigga. Alright, bro. You got song requests, dude. Onward, do as you please, bro. You have song requests, bro.
The Fulton County Courthouse Killer is opening up to us. Channel.
Can you request like an actual song? Alright.
3-5 any wood niggas that it deep on your block, that was good with ya. If you wanna smoke my gang, roll on like a switch. We pop it, that boy ain't no miss. That pussy boy, he got the glitch. Chop it head off, nigga run like chicken. I miss get that, it really miss it. Krillin B, I hate that you gotta move. It's DJ Grenade. I apply pressure with that bleak, huh? I apply pressure with that stick, huh? Popping that nose, we can get some. I'm on the bugle, tied on tied up. All of that pussy shit that it be told. I apply pressure with that bleak, huh? I apply pressure with that stick, huh? Nigga keep talking that pussy shit that he talking. We pull it, we taking it wallet. All of my pistol got the grip, huh? Bang gang shit, go for none, bruh. I could fuck the broke, bitch, and I'm my tight. I be fucking rich, bitches, that my life. No social media, blue glass, I don't Skype. The bitch gon' eat it up, the drip, she gon' bite. I wanna spoil her, I know she not mine. I be with niggas that last some more niggas and won't get them back. I fought the bitch that I snitched to my partner, I don't want her back. When I was 15, I walked around my hood with no gang. No nigga be snitching and bitching, you know we can't get into that. Big got my cat tag took, that's the only thing I said, really got my back. I be with real damn crooks, son of junkies be on crack. 3-5 any wood niggas that it deep on your block, that was good with ya. If you wanna smoke my gang, roll on like a switch. We pop it, that boy ain't no miss. That pussy boy, he got the glitch. Chop it head off, nigga run like chicken. I miss get that, it really miss it. Krillin B, I hate that you gotta miss Christmas. Dumb ass bitch, try to distance us. Fan that nigga wanna hang with us. Know you heard about baby life, we tough. Polish scared of us, they talking about we dangerous. I shoot the Draco, ain't no gunpowder, you know this shit angel dust. Flip a fork, nigga, tone crazy, nigga, that's on us. I took my game, we gotta watch who we hang around. Cause Victor felling down the road for a pound. Fake street gangster nigga, y'all some clown. Kick a track down with the bloodhound. That bitch snake me, but I kinda miss. Pay her man in the dance, nigga, I'm gon' be a tipper. Slap that bitch and she get out of line, nigga, I'm gon' pimp her. Yeah, I hang with lesbians while they do scissors. Pull it, that Glock, bustin' at these chicken gizzards. Lil' ass fine shot, it told them caterpillars. Fuck my junkie, that hoe just like Brian Nichols. We can't make no deal, I don't need like pickles. I just pop the pill, everything make me giggle. I'm the real old soul, I can't be belittled. I'm still kinda tired, but I gotta get back to what I'm doing. I apply pressure with this drill, I apply pressure with your bitch, It's not an entanglement, I know when they first your bitch, you would choose it, Yeah, stomp her up out any risk, We ain't staying nothing, you a big punk. Can't put a Drake out it down trunk. Belly got it.
See this nigga? This that real authentic ice right here. I'm gonna die. This piece of ice is gonna get me sick. I'm throwing this away. Alright, bet. Cut that
But
out.
James and Fuhad's audience were taken aback by Andrew's persistence to keep the conversation about race. They were also disappointed that James and Fuhad laughed at what they deemed as racist jokes. As an American, this is the most ignorant conversation, hyperfixated on race and keeping people segregated based on stereotypes.
That is real.
That's humorous.
I'm not gonna lie, if
so unnecessary.
If the whole fucking video was just him like, oh, but like black people, like I'm not gonna lie, that low key is ass.
They let this guy run too many black jokes. As a black man from the UK, I'm disappointed, I can't lie. Now it's important to understand that James and Fuhad are known to be relatively non-controversial. They also have a large female fan base. So to see the two laughing at Andrew, a white guy who's making a joke at the expense of black women, rubbed their audience the wrong way. No one's going after Andrew Schultz because his whole shtick is edgy, offensive comedy. He is trying to be inflammatory. You can't shame a guy who has no shame about what he does in the first place. The fact SNG didn't see this coming a mile off is entirely on them. While James and Fuhad felt the heat from their fans online, they decided to apologize for not checking or reprimanding Andrew for his insensitive jokes.
First of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. When you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I would smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro, move on is the fucking word, bro. All you want to do is move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next thing. It is our duty to protect you guys.
I don't know, man.
And
y'all could have said a lot of stuff instead of just trying to move on from it.
Not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we f***ed it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're
talking
prepared
about
for.
being
You
human
don't
and
have to
making
prepare for
mistakes,
something
bro.
that you don't know what's
Yeah,
going to
like,
happen. And once it's happened one time, you're
niggas
like,
sitting there laughing,
right,
making fun of people like, bro, talking about making mistakes, nigga. No, you just did. Like it's a problem. Like at the time, I ain't really. You could have just said like this. I promise you, bro. This fucking what's your guy would have been so much better. I apologize. At the time, I didn't really understand the severity of the jokes when he made them or some shit like that. That would have been better than, we're human, we make mistakes.
Like,
I'm not
sorry.
You definitely do apologize.
Some of their fans felt that the apology was genuine. Sure, they laughed at the joke, but Andrew should be the one to blame as he is the one who actually made the joke. Others felt that the apology was insincere and that they still didn't properly acknowledge how hurtful these jokes are to black women.
As black women, we get beat down by every demographic, everybody's beaten on black women. Behaviors like the ones that these two have expressed and the ones that we all have experienced in our lives, they are hurtful. It makes us sad. It makes us angry. It makes us feel alone.
Yeah.
And
Talk
I
to
think
him.
that it's important for us to use that kind of language in these kinds of conversations because actions like what happened in this podcast, it's important to talk about how much this hurts because it doesn't just hurt us as individuals, it hurts the black community.
Interestingly, Andrew used their apology to remind the world that he had no intentions of apologizing.
Any listeners here that are upset at us, we just want to let you know that you're going to stay upset. Okay? What we're not going to do is sit here with our tucked between our legs apologizing on the podcast for jokes.
Andrew then proceeded to react to and mock James and Fuhad's apology.
How many years have we been doing this?
6, 7.
The past 7 years, where I've been saying that your people f*** mud.
Yeah.
And you've been saying that my people f*** sheep.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've protected either of our people.
You know what? You're right. You're right. And it's our duty to protect people.
Scottish people,
the fuck, like,
I apologize to all of you for letting this mud say we
I apologize that you're all so ugly that you have to sheep. I apologize for that.
I mean, like, I just don't see, like the jokes is not hidden, gang. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I guess it might not be my sense of humor. At the end of the day, that just might not be my sense of humor. But, like, the jokes just ain't hidden for me. Like, I don't know. Like, this is just You feel me? Like, it's just, they're just saying shit.
Andrew's co-host, Akash, then proceeds to speak on behalf of black women.
Oh, we have black female fans. I appreciate them so much. I think they must be so hurt by this. They're not hurt by this. You don't realize that. You start feeling empathy for people that don't feel bad, that weren't hurt.
No black women were offended. The stereotype Andrew said is that black women are angry. Why would they try and stand up for themselves when y'all would just say, yup, look at how angry they are. That's black women for you. It's impossible to fight or debate with someone who really feels that way. You called them abusers, bro. They're not engaging with that nonsense. Akash and Andrew explaining the feelings of black women? Many black women who are fans definitely canceled them. Whether it actually has an effect on the mass of their fan base remains to be seen.
It's like,
also,
I feel like black women ain't the people that be watching that shit, though. You know the type of niggas that watch that shit, bro. Like, bro, if we being real, you know the type of niggas that laugh at them jokes, bro. It's the niggas that be like, you know, punching drywall, probably wear a few red hats if you feel what I'm saying. You feel like them niggas be drinking Mountain Dew and they fucking like, you feel me? Like, that's the type of niggas that watch that shit, bro.
Flagrant. The podcast wasn't noticed because y'all don't have a large black women audience. Somehow the clip went viral and more black women were exposed to it. There's this phenomenon that happens with podcast comedians today where criticism is intertwined with cancel culture and comedians use it as a defense mechanism to essentially win every argument or justify their behavior. A comedian's job is to tell jokes with the goal of making people laugh. On stage,
I feel like if you're a comedian and you really not making people laugh, like, bruh, be a comedian and you like your jokes aren't hitting, I'm not gonna lie, like, dude, sometimes you just gotta know when to quit and put, like, just get a job. Like,
they make a bad
normal job,
people
like,
won't laugh. Maybe even in extreme situations, they might boo the comedian. This is commonly referred to as
getting booed by bro. I'm not gonna lie, as a comedian, real shit, like real shit. As a comedian, you got a whole crowd watching you, and them niggas start booing you, on God, just leave, bro. There's no win, there's no winning that, bro. If niggas is booing your shit while you're you being a comedian, you trying to make niggas laugh and they booing your shit, I'm not gonna lie, just dead it, bro. Just dead it, because you just gonna make yourself look worse.
As bombing on stage.
It's just gonna look worse, bro.
Do they start having a TED talk about how they are actually funny and they're just joking and that the audience needs to stop trying to cancel them and chill out? These are just jokes. No. They finish the set and they learn how to make their material better. Today, when comedians like Andrew Schultz get backlash online for bad jokes, they turn it into a think piece. They start casting blame on others for not laughing or understanding.
I'm not gonna lie, going on a comedian show, you fucking trying to give a TED talk on why you're funny, bro. If you have to explain why you're funny, you're not a funny nigga. I'm sorry to tell you. Red said, if niggas don't find you funny, niggas don't find you funny, gang. And that's cool, bro. Not everybody's gonna find you funny. But if you have to explain why, oh yeah, when I made this joke, it was funny, you're just not a funny nigga. That's just how it get. That's just how it is, bro.
You don't get it, or oh, this is just cancel culture. And this is especially more common on podcasts because while stand-up is often written,
I'm not gonna lie, he need to cut that mustache, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Are usually
that mustache is not good,
conversations that go on for hours, so you're bound to miss a few times. You're bound to tell a few bad jokes, and that's
real.
Normal. But for sure,
not every shot gonna go in, bro. You just gotta keep shooting, bro. Not every shot gonna go in, bro. Not every joke gonna land, bro. Not everybody, not every joke is gonna resonate. Never mind, bro.
Schultz, considering his right-hand man Akash laughs every single time Andrew breathes, you can see why
so he has
all of his jokes are crushing with his millions of viewers.
So he has
Andrew get a reality check in real time when Shane Gillis straight up told Andrew his joke was not funny, and Schultz immediately started blaming Shane for being politically correct.
Bro, Shane actually has been working out, dude. This is
let's see it. Hold on.
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Bro, you look good. Is this from West Point?
That actually is.
Oh, nice.
You guys, and you know what?
That's his rival's profile picture.
Shane, can we click the video? I just want to hear the sound. I just want to hear the sound.
It's his Sue. It's his... Nah, you look great, dog. Congrats.
I don't think that's funny.
But yeah, I see that. I see why.
Like you don't get it? You mean?
No, my guy's nice.
By the way,
that's valid.
These guys are awesome.
Yeah,
they're having fun.
Yeah,
for you guys to sit here and be like,
wait a minute,
let's bring it up and mock them. That's fucked up, dude. That's a dude. By using them as an insult.
Using?
Yeah.
We're using you.
So you're insulting them by saying I look like them? Or you're insulting me by saying I look like them?
This is you back in your victim thing.
No, I'm not being a victim. I'm saying the jokes you're doing is not. It's not like.
I'm not gonna lie. That's like he's not like he's like bro trying to argue with a nigga on what you try to make. Like bro, that's just stupid. Like you know how you was making the joke, gang. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know what he's trying to do. You know how you made the joke, bro. You was trying to say he looked like a special needs nigga. So why is he trying to backtrack, backpedal? Oh no, that's not what I was saying. You're not getting the joke. It's just not like, nigga. It just didn't hit, bro. He's not the target audience. He's not the target audience for your joke, bro. At the end of the day, you gotta know your audience when you making a joke, bro. That nigga is clearly not the target audience for that shit, so he's not laughing. Why are you arguing with the nigga if the joke's funny? Really great. Like, I don't get it.
You're making fun of these guys, these Down syndrome dudes, putting out TikTok videos.
Now, it doesn't seem that Shane was actually offended. He was trying to just be contrarian for the sake of comedy, but Andrew's reaction was very telling. He was genuinely bent out of shape, getting loud and aggressive towards someone who didn't just mindlessly laugh at one of his jokes. This is exactly how Andrew would react when Kendrick Lamar addressed his feelings towards Andrew's jokes about black women in the song Waxed Out Murals on his new album, GNX. Kendrick rapped, "Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law." This single line, composed of just 12...
So, wait, there's no way this nigga made a whole podcast segment over a bar in a song.
Words
right?
Absolutely derailed Andrew Schultz.
He
established war on Kendrick Lamar. Andrew starts off his response by essentially calling Kendrick, and all other rappers, hypocrites.
Rappers are telling comedians we need to be more respectful to women, so we gotta sit back and reflect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're the most pious group.
Listen, nobody has respected women more. Through art.
Yes.
Than rappers, okay?
Absolutely.
So I completely understand how a rapper could look at a comedian telling a joke and be like, yo, y'all need to switch that shit.
Yeah.
How dare y'all keep saying your wives are annoying? Be more like us and, just ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. I beat my with a stick, what? You can lick on the or suck the dick. I beat my with a stick, what?
Now, there's no argument against generalizing much of popular music as misogynistic.
Like the joke ain't hit, but he not wrong though. He's not wrong. But it's like the joke still wasn't. Like the
Pop
joke.
artists have reduced women to nothing.
Why we gotta censor the video, bruh? Why are we censoring the video, Patrick CC?
And sex objects, often referring to them as bitches, hoes, and other demeaning words. Now, I'm not saying Kendrick Lamar is completely innocent of perpetuating this behavior in his lyrics. However, he is not necessarily the poster child of disrespecting women in his raps. Kendrick is often called out his own hypocrisy. He has shined a light on how his trauma defines him and keeps him in cycles of perpetuating this behavior. It doesn't justify it, but discussing and self-reflecting can allow him
I don't really
to
listen
learn
to
from his
Kendrick like
past and try to do better in the future.
This took a while for me to grasp the concept that all women are bitches, all women are hoes. You get what I'm saying? But when I was 16, 17 years old, that's what I was saying. All of them the same. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, bro. The sooner you realize all women aren't the same, bro, that's when you really realize you growing as a man, bro. When you finally realize that there's difference between a hoe, a bitch, and a good, loving woman.
For me to realize.
You feel me?
Damn, my mom's not a bitch. My mom's not a hoe. My little sister is not. So now I gotta distinguish, right from wrong.
But Andrew takes it a step further and says that because Kendrick has collaborated with and celebrated rappers who often disrespect women, that makes him just as guilty.
Go back to talk about Drake, how he's a deadbeat dad. While you do songs with Future.
Rapper Future is often referred to as the toxic.
That is true though. That nigga Future is literally the staple for being a toxic man, bro. Like every fake toxic nigga wanna be Future, bro. every nigga that be doing hoes like shit, they like that's their idol, bro. Future is their idol.
And has droves of lyrics that minimize and disrespect women, such as "Anytime I got you, girl, you my possession. Even if I hit you once, you part of my collection." Or
wait, I thought that's damn. Autumn just be stealing Future lyrics. Autumn just be using Future lyrics.
Or "Think I might pull out my D and I pee on her." Kendrick collaborated with Future this year for the first time on a song called "Like That." Unsurprisingly, Future's verse is all about having his way with women. So while many people see this as Kendrick being hypocritical, others say that just because he's not perfect doesn't mean he can't try to send a positive message.
That's true.
Kendrick is a rapper.
You don't have to like, bro. You could fucking give a positive message. It just be on some. Sometimes it do be right message, wrong messenger. But I feel like Kendrick ain't wrong messenger. Kendrick is low key a hypocrite, but at the same time, he not the wrong messenger because Kendrick do be trying to be an activist in certain situations.
Kendrick
like he definitely do
decides
be trying.
He wants to stand up for black women for whatever reason. What essentially came back was you're not qualified to stand up for black women because of look at you, because you are with a cohort of people, rappers, who in the past have been bad to black women. That argument is used anytime black people stand up for themselves in any way.
Sure.
Because there is a purity test that black people have to pass before they defend themselves.
Of course.
That is a way to keep them from defending themselves. To equate a black
Why does this nigga got a cowboy hat though? That's what like the cowboy hat lucky be throwing me up, bro. Like who would like niggas just casually be rocking cowboy hats? Like G Lee. I've never just seen a nigga casually rocking a cowboy hat. Like,
of what you
I don't
feel
know.
A black person is.
Unless they was, you know?
Is a way to say, as long as you're with that, you can't say anything about what we're saying, right? Kendrick ain't never made just ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Kendrick has never said any of that stuff, but he is a rapper. Rappers say those things. He is inherently connected to the worst lyrics amongst his industry because he is with them. So he's not good enough to want to defend black women. That's not
a good argument though.
He knows.
Has been used decade after decade after decade on black people.
Schultz also falsely claimed that Kendrick threatened to remove his music from Spotify in 2018 when a hateful content and conduct policy was enforced that removed R. Kelly, XXXTentacion, and others from Spotify editorial playlists.
Are you saying
crazy.
that Kendrick Lamar put it on wax that he is protecting black women from white comedians' jokes, but not the kidnapping, molestation, and of R. Kelly? And actually, in reality, he would take his own music off Spotify to protect R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Someone who's kidnapped,
A sexual
molested,
predator? Yeah.
and black women?
Kendrick never
I'm
threatened
not
to
gonna
take
lie.
down his music. It was the
I
head
was
of
gonna
his
say.
label who made the threat, which, as messed up as it sounds, actually has more power over Kendrick's music than he does.
Yeah, that
His
is
label
crazy.
head, Anthony
That is
Top Dog
crazy.
Tiffith told Billboard, "I don't think it's right for artists to be censored, especially in our culture. How did they just pick those artists out? How come they didn't pick out any others from any other genres or any other different cultures?"
That is
There
true
are
though.
so many
That is true though. That is true though. Like like they specialize and like specifically picked rappers, black rappers. That is a little crazy.
other
can't
artists
lie.
that have different things going on, and they could have picked anybody. But it seems to me that they're constantly picking on hip-hop culture. It's not that the label thought that R. Kelly was actually innocent, they just felt that this hateful content and conduct policy was a slippery slope that could lead to more censorship in music. Andrew also convinced himself that Kendrick needed to mention him for clout.
I didn't want to tell you because you had things to focus
What a
on.
time to be alive where
I was not one of the Asians who said good luck on your special.
I'm just saying, what a time to be alive where rappers got to talk about comedians for clout.
Bro, I'm sorry to tell you. Like, alright, Andrew Schultz, I'm sorry to tell you, Kendrick Lamar does not need you for clout, bro. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry to burst your bubble, twin. I'm sorry to, like, you feel me? That might hurt. That might hurt in here. But at the end of the day, Kendrick Lamar does not need you for clout, gang. It's Kendrick Lamar, bro. More people on this earth know who Kendrick Lamar is than you, gang. I'm sorry. Like, I ain't really know who you was until this shit, bro. I ain't know your name until this, bro.
About the album, outside of the album and people enjoying it, was a sub at a comedian?
Kendrick dissed me for clout. How delusional and oblivious can you be, bro? Schultz continues to call Kendrick a hypocrite by pointing out that he has a musical comedy in production with the creators of South Park.
Now I understand why he's doing a comedy with the South Park creators.
That makes sense.
Because he appreciates white comedians that make fun of black people.
There you go.
And they've done that brilliantly for decades.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would never want to, break one of his own laws.
I feel like fucking South Park makes fun of everybody though, no? Like I feel like that's a terrible point. South Park literally makes fun of literally everybody, bro. Like that's the whole point of South Park. They make fun of literally everybody.
No, that's true.
I mean, didn't they have a character called Token on the South Park show?
Yeah, they do.
Which I'm sure Kendrick is a big fan of.
That's true.
He must be a big fan
true.
if he's going to do a comedy with them. I mean, we can look that up. Apparently, he has a comedy coming out.
It is true that Lamar is pairing with the South Park creators, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, on a feature-length film. The film will depict the past and present coming to a head when a young black man who is interning as a slave reenactor at a living history museum discovers that his white girlfriend's ancestors once owned his. Paramount film chief Brian Robbins
That's
said,
so
the
ridiculous.
script is one
I'm not gonna lie, that's so that's so. I'm not gonna lie, that's so crazy.
Read, and it's certain to create some fireworks when it hits theaters on July.
That
4th,
is a crazy. That's
and
a crazy story. I'm not
you
gonna
all
lie.
know, South Park has aimed jokes at black people countless times over the years.
Here we see a black person eating chicken and watermelon, a stereotype that hurts the African American community.
Okay, well, looks like you're gonna get a lot of help here. Category is people who annoy you. Audience, keep quiet, please. 10 seconds, Mr. Marsh.
Well, I know it, but I don't think I should say it.
Now, in all fairness, South Park has made jokes about literally every race, every religion, every ethnicity, every gender, every disability. They have joked on everyone equally,
Exactly.
which is the exact same
South
ethos
Park-
that Andrew lives by.
I will say, as far as that line goes, we're gonna make fun of everybody, and that's just the reality of the matter. Is everyone gets these jokes? That's the ethos of the show. It's the ethos of the comedy that we do. And the second you start, and he just might not be aware of it. I don't know if he's doing it to sell records or if he's doing it because he just thinks it rhymes or it looks good, or he's taking advantage of like a viral moment, knowing that we'll react and knowing the internet will react. The reality is, the second that you make a group protected, everything else becomes racist. You're either racist to that group or you're racist to everybody else. And when you make fun of everybody, that is the one beautiful thing that allows us to kind of come together and laugh at ourselves and each other. I've been very fortunate to travel the world making fun of people of all different race, religions, cultures to their face, everywhere around the world.
That is
everywhere. And they've had an incredible sense of humor about it. They're coming out specifically to see that happen.
However, things took a strange turn when Schultz started pondering the idea of him and Kendrick in a one-on-one fight.
You want to squabble up with Kenny?
No. I mean, here's the thing. This is the thing that is kind of funny about it. Is like,
This nigga wanted to fight Kendrick.
like, first of all, Kendrick's people and
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I feel like out of all rappers, Kendrick could, like, I don't know what Kendrick be doing when he on his hiatuses, but like, that nigga is little as hell, bro. Like, that nigga Kendrick is literally like 5'5",
gang
5'6",
affiliate.
bro.
You know, everybody, his security, they will.
Kendrick
kill
is
me,
literally
they'll
little
destroy
as
me,
hell.
They'll find me in the street. They'll f***ing cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. There's nothing he can do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar.
I'd body slam Kendrick. I'm not gonna lie. You can junk on everybody. There's a line that you can't cross with some jokes. That is real. That is real. But it's like, yeah, that is real. But like, that ass though, like, I feel like a nigga could really pick Kendrick up by his fucking, you feel me? Like, Kendrick is a little body nigga. Like,
And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick,
how tall it, like,
me and Kendrick, no,
like, is this nigga like a big nigga? I can't really, I'm looking at him. He don't look that big, bro.
There's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we
Like,
did all the other
what?
things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well you.
Like, that just, and this nigga laughing.
There's nothing he.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just the fact this nigga is just laughing hard as hell. It wasn't that funny, gang. Like, I'm like, gang, like, this is the type of nigga you gotta tell, zip it up when you done, bro. Like,
physically do to stop that?
Like,
besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe I
Mark,
let him choose a
why are you
position.
pulling this picture up, Mark? Why are you doing this?
Look, put up that picture with him and Travis Kelce's girl. Look at that shit. Oh my God, dude,
she definitely got heels on. Hold on. She definitely got heels on though. And I'm not gonna lie, Kendrick probably do got hands, bro. Kendrick probably do got hands or
I don't think he can
something.
stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got security is to stop people from having sex with him whenever he wants.
Up until this
Like,
point,
what?
Andrew could be seen as rightfully defending himself and making somewhat decent
That-
points.
is this
However,
it?
making a joke that he could and would sexually assault an R-word Kendrick was potentially crossing
That's
the
a little,
line.
like, what
Meek
the fuck
Mill
is
thought
that?
So he tweeted, "White men saying they'll R-word black men openly is extreme, and then say it's just a joke. Black manhood is not a joke. I seen the same guy saying I was gay on his stand-up. My white friends like, it's a joke. We don't joke like that in the black community at all."
I'm not gonna lie, that's real, bro. I don't know niggas that be like, yo, actually, I'm lying. Niggas definitely be like, I'm finna touch you, gang. Like, see, I was finna lie, but like, niggas definitely be on some, yo, I'll touch you, bro. What you gonna do about it? Like,
Junior, Ice Cube's son, simply called him a weirdo for his jokes in a tweet that has 6.3.
he didn't say weirdo, bro. Patchy CC, read the tweet, bro. Patchy CC, read it, bro. Read it, bro.
Andrew replied with Google No Vaseline by Ice Cube, basically insinuating that O'Shea's own father has made a song about R-word. The ironic part is that if Schultz Googled what No Vaseline was about, he would have learned that it was a diss track towards his former group, NWA, and their manager, Jerry Heller, who had them locked in a horrible business contract. O'Shea replied, "A metaphor about getting effed business-wise by your manager. It's not the same, homie. He ain't call you a bitch. He ain't say F you, didn't even say your name. And your response was buck-breaking. Shit was just crazy." However, others stepped up to defend Schultz. LOL, y'all mad at Andrew Schultz but push this tough-ass, no-rules hip-hop culture. Dudes talk about murder, pimping, sex trafficking, smacking hoes, drills, etc. And clutch your pearls at a joke. And yes, a joke from the Patrice O'Neal, Bernie Mac, Richard Pryor, Bill Burr type of comedy eras. The culture calls Drake not like us and drags him for days because he dared to take legal action against his predominantly white label for allegedly using payola to sabotage his career and contract negotiations. The culture then turns around and calls for the cancellation of a white comedian who made a joke and pointed out Kendrick's hypocrisy. Despite the internet raining
Like, I
down
don't get the point. Like, I guess I'm slow, bro. My reading comprehension ain't all the way there because I ain't get the point of what they said. I'm not
He
gonna lie.
believed he was
I
right.
didn't get
And
what
he
they said.
suggested the reason why he kept the beef alive was because he was receiving death threats from internet trolls.
Death threats to them, death threats to me.
And I was getting death.
Of course, death threats to me. Death threats to me, death threats to my family, telling they're gonna kill my daughter, posting on my daughter's picture.
Still haven't posted.
I'm not gonna lie. He is the token black man here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry to he's
I'll
definitely
talk
the
about
token
it
black man. I'm not gonna lie.
I go, okay, you saying death threats to all of us? You gonna talk shit about my daughter? Okay, it's up. I'm a your man. Right? Because if we saying anything, it's like, let's have some fun.
It's still fun.
Your man.
It's still funny.
Right?
Sensual love.
No, but then we're gonna do the molding of his butt. I'm hanging it on the wall.
Schultz tripled down on his comments during a podcast with Charlemagne the God, where Andrew repeated all his same arguments, how Kendrick is a rapper, and rappers promote misogyny, and how he couldn't fight him one-on-one, and how he is a hypocrite for collaborating with the South Park creators.
So the guys that created South Park are two white guys, and they've made jokes about black women.
Well, they make jokes about everybody.
Oh my God! Hold on. What did you say?
Now, they do have a character.
What did you say?
What's the character, the black character? Token. And they do make jokes, like they did earlier this year. They did do the episode about Lizzo. They do make jokes about everybody. Though. Everybody.
Like, so, like that's what South Park's known for. Game, like what he's not realizing, South Park is literally known for joking on everybody. Like South Park doesn't just single in on one race. They joke about literally everything, bro. Like nothing is serious on South Park. So I don't know why he keeps trying to go back to that.
Now I don't really know what's going on.
Well,
I don't know.
Everybody gets these jokes.
Okay, that I know.
Everybody. Mustard gets it. Mayo gets it. Okay? Duck sauce gets it. Okay? Curry gets
Who's
it.
laughing like that? Like, dude, Hey, this is like, I swear it's not that funny. I guess this ain't my humor for real.
Oh, you talking about the season? Yeah. I didn't know you were talking about Steph or Indians. So
I'm talking about Indians. That's Indians. We're doing it for each group of people. Everybody get these jokes. That's the rule.
Taylor, what's the line?
But Kendrick got specific laws.
Says, never
Kendrick got to
let-
protect women from comedians as long as he's got an album coming out.
I'm just looking for.
Kendrick's got a.
I haven't laughed once, bro. I'm not. I feel like I'm not even trying to hate or dick rock. I just haven't
Andrew
hit
even
it.
tried to take it as far as suggesting that he didn't know the angry black woman stereotype existed.
And I could see what people say you might have been reinforcing the stereotype of
Yes, black women.
black women being angry.
Yes.
But the jokes were
First
the
of all,
black men.
I didn't even know that was a stereotype.
Nigga cap.
Andrew.
I just thought you were angry.
Anyway.
I didn't know it was like a
Right.
black woman thing. I just thought it was a you to me thing.
Fans were disappointed with Charlemagne pretending that he has no idea what's going on when he has been a large voice in hip-hop commentary for the past 15 years. And
Exactly.
he has co-hosted the Brilliant Idiots podcast alongside Schultz for the past 5 years. Additionally, he pressed Post Malone in 2015 for not doing enough for Black Lives Matter.
What are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement?
I don't know.
Is that a serious question?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
If anything.
Charlemagne has criticized many white rappers for appropriating black culture, as he tends to interpret the behavior of these white rappers as a form of mockery of black stereotypes. But when Andrew was directly
That is
making fun of
damn.
black people,
If that's what he be
pretended-
doing, if he be trying to press white rappers about like doing cultural appropriation, he ain't saying shit to this nigga. He low key is a
had no
hypocrite,
idea
bro.
what was going on. The crazy part is Kendrick was actually talking more about people like Charlemagne than Schultz. That's why he's so quiet. And if you listen to the song again, you'll see Kendrick called him out perfectly. The fact that Charla roasts every other white person but quiet about Schultz is crazy. This whole situation is the perfect example of the modern day comedian's response to criticism of unfunny material. Comedy defenders will remain firm in their stance
Not gonna
that
lie.
when it comes to jokes, everything is on the table. Nothing or no
It's
one.
like you can't really censor comedy, but there's definitely a line that you're not really supposed to go to in comedy.
Off
I feel
limits.
like,
And as a fan of stand-up comedy,
if you make a joke and it's offensive and niggas ain't laugh, gang, like niggas is gonna get on you, bro. That's just how it is, bro. If you make a joke and it didn't land, they gonna get on you regardless.
I do agree
bro.
with that ethos. Go ahead, shoot your shot. I think we have all laughed at some pretty horrible things. In the midst of all this chaos, Andrew did make some reasonable points. There is a hypocritical nature of people who are casting criticism on Andrew while praising Kendrick. However, what not many people are saying is that simply Andrew's joke was not funny. So he
Real.
can make all the good points that he wants, but he still failed to do his one job as a comedian: make you laugh.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie, W little Patrick CC video. Now you talking about you shaking your dick, bro. What is wrong with you, dude? Like I purposely ignored you because I was like, bro, what the fuck are you really saying?